This is a good example of why I run the same oil in my touch control that I do in the engine. I suspected this was going to happen. I suspected this was going on last year, but I replaced the seal in it, but the shaft had a bunch of wear on the seal on the shaft, and it's still doing it. And the pump, it's got I seen it, and I tried to fix it. I said I was going to try it. It didn't work. It's like a copper or brass crush washer in there. It makes all different sorts of shapes, and that was broken in the center. I put some stuff on it to see what it worked. It worked for about 20 minutes, and the pump back to leaking, and it's whining. It's putting the air in the touch control. So if you had that problem, you have the air, your pump is whining, and you have air in your touch control. But this now, the number I looked up on it, this is the number that came back. Brandon at Burt's store looked it up for me also. It's a international pump. It's not a Thompson or a Cessna, and there's another name, but it's an international pump. And the only thing he can give me was with that seal in the back. No other part he can get me for it. So I went and picked up a used Thompson pump. We're going to put this on there. If you wonder, I got the tractor jacked up. I let all the oil I could out of the touch control because it's brand new. I just put it in there and ain't running an hour. Just sitting here working the hydraulics. But I left the oil a little low, and it quickly, I see the oil level steadily going up every time I cut it off because I noticed I had a light in the touch control, and I could see the oil slowly disappearing. It was going in the engine. But I kind of suspected it. I said I'll try it, see what happens. If I can pass the old pump, it didn't work. So we only got a Thompson. There's a lot more parts available for the Thompsons than it is that. That's the only thing Brandon could give me for that pump was that one seal that goes on the shaft. And the shaft had a lot of wear in it. But this is the reason I run the engine oil. The Super A's, which is the same exact touch control, same exact rebuild kit, same pump. Super A manual says use SAE 30, the same oil that you put in the engine. There's opinions on that, but I personally think motor oil works better because it takes longer for it to get thin. But anyway, I think it's faster. It cuts down on a lot of your heat that you have with hydraulic oil. But anyway, if your pump is whining and you getting air bubbles in there, your problem's in your pump. I've seen this question on some forums. Well, what's wrong with my Farmall? Got air in the thing, the pump's whining. The pump's no good. If you got an international pump, it ain't a whole lot you can do. But if you got a scoring or a gear problem or a shaft problem, and no matter what pump you got, I don't think none of them parts are available either. But I brought a used pump from a person I know. That's why I went and took the video of the Super Paper sale. He's helped me a lot with these parts. He had a pump, $100. $100 for a used one. It feels good, looks good. I tell you what, it's a whole lot harder to turn this one than it is that one. That one almost free spins. But I said I tried. I got it jacked up, let whatever oil that's left in that touch control, hopefully it'll leak over to the other side. Hopefully it'll run to that side. But anyway, we're just going to take it loose enough to shift them lines back, give me enough clearance to remove this pump and set this one in there, hopefully. I'm going to clean it up a little more and put a little black paint on it before I stick it on there. But that's why I run my engine oil in my touch control. If that seal blows, or leaks, it's going in the engine. It's a whole lot better to fill it up with the same oil that's in your engine than it is filling up with thin hydraulic oil. Anyway, thanks for watching.